the way it should be. I'd like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola has life. Have a Coke and a
What's up, guys? Benny. Who can forget one of the most memorable moments in all courthouse history, watching Kyle Rittenhouse hear that he is an innocent man, not guilty of all of the woke crimes that he was charged with in the single wokest moment in American history, when a young man who simply defended himself from people that were trying to murder him, child molesters and violent criminals that were trying to attack him and kill him, he practiced his Second Amendment rights, and thank God, a judge, found him innocent for doing so. Kyle Rittenhouse, now a free man, went on to celebrate with President Trump. Kyle wanted to know if he could come on over, Trump reveals, as he met fan Kyle Rittenhouse. Mar-a-Lago, he slammed the woke DA. Photos of Kyle Rittenhouse and Donald Trump. He's wearing the exact same suit. I know it well, having just one suit. Tucker Carlson locking in one of the first interviews with Kyle Rittenhouse. Who can forget these days? Again, Kyle Rittenhouse, one of those young men who's clearly, put out there in order to have his life destroyed, almost like a sacrifice, right? To wokeness. It was a sick moment. I think there's a lot of people that suffered from these moments, a lot of people that were wrongly either prosecuted, persecuted, had their lives and careers destroyed. I know so many of them. And we know Kyle Rittenhouse as well. Kyle Rittenhouse, obviously getting a big clap on the back from Trump at the time. If that's not just self-defense, nothing is. Trump congratulates Kyle Rittenhouse on his acquittal and calls him innocent. Wisconsin jury finds he did nothing, did not commit homicide or reckless endangerment and fatal shooting. Well done. But, things have a way of spinning around. Kyle Rittenhouse U-turn on Trump after saying he won't vote for Trump. Kyle Rittenhouse became a Second Amendment defender, obviously working for Second Amendment groups, but then didn't like one of Donald Trump's Second Amendment policies and says he won't vote for him after all of the defense that Donald Trump gave him. Then Kyle Rittenhouse flipped on that, and then he disappeared. Then you never heard again from Kyle Rittenhouse until now. Kyle Rittenhouse breaks social media silence, announces marriage to bride as he totes AR-15 in photos, looking dapper and happy. AR-15 pin on his chest with his wife, clearly loves tattoos. The two of them holding firearms on the beach, announcing their marriage. Good for them. Happy for them. Here's what Kyle Rittenhouse posted. I'm back on social media. I'm back in a fight, and I'm here to stay. For the last 6 months, I made the decision to marry my best friend. Belle Rittenhouse is her name. I couldn't be happier. I love you, beautiful. More big announcements coming soon, he says. A lot of love for this. 39,000 likes, 18 million views, 2.8 thousand reposts, and 4,000 comments. A lot of comments. She looks like a movie star. Y'all look fantastic. Okay. Young love. Ladies and gentlemen. So, obviously, these photos got a lot of the attention. This is the account of Bella Rittenhouse. It's the official account of Bella Rittenhouse. And here we go. Kyle Rittenhouse announcing some news. I stepped out of the public eye back in January. I needed peace and a fresh start, somewhere far from the constant noise and chaos. That decision changed my life. I met and married my best friend, and I found more peaceful purpose than ever before possible. Then came the unthinkable, the brutal assassination of my friend Charlie Kirk. Watching his life get cut short for standing up publicly is what he believed, shook me to my core. Kind of a Kyle Rittenhouse story, frankly. In that moment, I realized something important. The fight for our future and for our freedoms, it can't wait. It doesn't pause when you want it to. It couldn't sit on the sidelines anymore. My wife looked at me in the eye and said, if you're going back, I'm with you. So I'm back, not quietly, not halfway. I'm coming back in a big way. More to come soon, he says, posting a photo of him and Charlie Kirk. And Charlie Kirk shared the stage before many times. Kyle Rittenhouse, one final commentary here. I support the Second Amendment because without it, I might not be here today. I'm no hero. He talks about his attack in 2020. I had no choice but to defend my own life in that moment. I'm not in prison. I'm alive because the founders recognized a God-given right to self-defense. The jury recognized that simple fact. If you believe that we must defend the Second Amendment with everything that we've got, please follow me. More coming. Stay tuned. So Kyle Rittenhouse doing a lot of sort of prepping for something else, something next. Kyle Rittenhouse's wedding photos. Disturbing. Libs are very big mad about this. Kyle Rittenhouse holding firearms in his wedding photos. And no matter how much MAGA incels rage about women's tattoos, purity, or looks, or weight, they'll always propose to the first woman that'll F them. Okay. Kyle Rittenhouse and his new wife. Nasty, evil thing to say. Leftists hearing that Kyle Rittenhouse is unretiring. Okay. Romantic wedding photos from Kyle Rittenhouse and his bride, Bella. Kyle Rittenhouse's wedding photos, presumably just before he shot Nemo. Perfect match. MAGA influencers. Kyle Rittenhouse posts wedding photos. New gun-toting bride. Kyle Rittenhouse got married. Guns blazing. Bro is happy in the end. Happy people in the end. They're the ones who win. Stop making fun of Kyle Rittenhouse. That's right. Kyle Rittenhouse got married. I'm not sure to the woman or to the gun. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder that Kyle and Charlie were really close. I can't tell you that I know, anything more about this. Is he joining Turning Point? Is he going to be doing more work with Turning Point? But one of the last times and only times we saw Kyle Rittenhouse on stage was with Charlie Kirk. And here's the clip.
Kyle, welcome to Phoenix.
Thank you for having me, Charlie. How's it going?
Kyle, I just got to say that what you went through, where they tried to destroy your life, the media tried to destroy you, the current president right now called you a white supremacist. No facts. And Kyle, the way that you held it all together, you're a hero to millions, and it's an honor to be able to have you here. People have some very creative signs for you, Kyle. So Kyle, I guess the most obvious question is, how you hanging in there?
I'm doing good, Charlie. Ready to go on the mountain and get some snowboarding in.
Yeah. So Kyle, you have any plans to sue some media companies soon?
I don't know, Charlie. I don't know, but some accountability's coming. I'd be on the lookout.